just want to say, it's truly fantastic to see so many.
I'm gonna just give you a brief description of how it went down, the truth, you know what I mean, here from my mouth, you know what I mean. Me, in a role in the family, I kind of play like the nucleus, you know what I mean. Me and Prance, we went to high school together. Prance introduced me to the low, introduced it to the family, and we fell in love with that. So we rocked that and represented that. We was the first rap group really to put the polo on the scene, on video. And that's 100, my nigga P from Brooklyn. That's what he brought to the family, besides him being my dance partner with Special Ed. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Prance, Ken Dog, Sways. That was our four group. Me and Prance Brandstorff got to deal with Special Ed, Dogs. Ken Dog, Sways. They went with YZ, you know what I'm saying? And we always was hip hop, you know, rappers in Harlem, in New York, and we was rhyming, doing our little thing. We got into the game, you know what I'm saying, just off our sheer talent, you know what I mean? Talent with the dancing, talent and fame with being in the clubs. That's what we did, you know what I mean? Sways played the second nucleus. He brought in Face Dogs, he brought in Chance Love, he brought in Woozy Woos, you know what I'm saying? Your man Romy Rome, he came with me and Prance dancing with Special Ed, so that's just the family. There's some of the people in the family that ain't even here, Mark Quest, you know what I'm saying? Your man Mark, fucking
James.
Rubber Band.
Nah, your man. 3 Deep, Alley High. You know what I mean? It's like we went from Zhigge to like a native tongue type of family that was Harlem High. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget that our shit, you know, in many tribes, you know what I'm saying? We had many motherfuckers in our tribe. That's how we did it, man. We came up in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Even Vice Grip was down with the family. If we go back to the old tapes, nigga, what was that called? Zhigge what?
Zhigge Greeting.
Zhigge Greeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did a lot of stuff, man. We went from dancing in the club to dancing on videos to going overseas in Japan to dancing for recording artists, you know what I mean? To having our own mics to rock, you know what I mean? And writing everybody speak deal with them, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely like to embrace all my brothers from Zhigge. So, you know what I mean? On my 40th, I'm glad they're here. And me as a Brooklyn kid, coming, sleeping over Kamal house, being his test dummy on haircuts, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Practicing in lobbies, in front of elevators, you know what I mean? Being respectful still when they coming through. We ain't keep on going. We, you know, sorry, we here, we practicing for something, but they didn't know how far it was gonna go. They didn't know we was practicing for the Apollo. They didn't know we was coming second place because the other group was just females. And that's why we lost. And they had their whole family there. You know what I mean? We had an immaculate routine with Mona Lisa. Nobody got that on tape right now. That would be a classic to bring out. But other than that, me traveling on the 4 train to the 6, getting off 103, taking myself to First Ave, Metro North to see my dude, and then to meet my brother Sound, my brother Tonga, and Face Doggy right here. Yo, it was a blessing. It was always an embrace. If we ain't practicing at Metro North, we going down to 94th and doing our thing in that lobby. So it was always in us, wherever we could get a space to. Like, we ain't had no dough to like rent a studio or whatever, but the love of dance and the love of hip hop was so much in us, we would practice hard there and then pay our little $10 to get in a club, whatever it's
To get in free.
Muse, Red Zone, whatever it was, just to show them our talents. And it always used to get embraced. We used to open up our own circles where people that had circles used to come to our circles just to watch us. Maybe not even just to watch our dance style, but just what they gonna wear this week while they doing their dance style. You understand what I'm saying?
Speak that.
Like, a lot of cats know, truthfully, that in our circle we had more females embracing our look and what we was doing in the club than a lot of other circles. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give respect to SOS. I gotta give respect to Guess Who. I gotta give respect to Mop Tops. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes that laid down law while we was doing ours. You know what I'm saying? But we came from the bottom up. Like I said, we was in lobbies, to the Apollo, to getting record deals, to going all over nationwide, showing us our talents. Our 2 singles, Toss Up and Raking in the Dough, was definitely embraced by the street. You know? Definitely, wherever we walked, wherever we went, definitely heard people not like, oh, them 2 singles is garbage. Nah, yo, you know that video with all that polo? And you know that video with, yo, the dudes is getting in on the dancing? Yo, they even took clips of our videos and put it on BET promo commercials. You know what I mean? We gotta recognize our game. We got longevity and we put footprints in the sands of hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? This Prince Low coming from you, the double L's always go. From the first album cover to the next one, and beyond. I'm here, Prince Low, good to go. Brooklyn, finest.
It's one for fun, son, no need to start a bruise. We're here to teach
All at once. My nigga. Oh shit. My nigga, how you doing? How you doing? My nigga, my G.
So we all have fucking dreams, my nigga. Everybody. It's the real family. It's a real family.
Now Zhigge's coming through with the fucking new track. So step back, time to put Harlem on the map and get sparked. 125, the landmark where I started with another Zhigge art cutting hair.
So yo, tell us what Zhigge means to you, just one by one.
It means what it always meant, you know what I mean? Like, fly what we do, you know what I'm saying? Fly what we say, and fly what we represent, you know what I mean? It's more than one borough, you know what I'm saying? And it's Harlem to Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? As you can see as we sit here right now, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's still repping they shit like, you know what I mean? So it means what it always meant, you know what I mean? Fresh, funky, fly.
You feel what do you feel that was started
Taking that shit back, nigga.
by
Smell the aroma.
you guys in that Renaissance era that you guys kind of was like,
Keep it real?
yeah, keep it real.
Changed the whole situation.
All right, that's what I want
It
to
wasn't
hear.
pretty. It wasn't pretty, son.
All right.
It got
Changed
pretty.
the whole
It got pretty.
situation, B.
Fuck
It got pretty, so that I can say it like that. Like it started having some handsome to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, a little style. So it was like I think that's what we brought to it.
There was nobody doing that.
Yeah, they wasn't doing it,
Right,
son. You know what I
right.
mean? And it's rep now to the fullest.
To the fullest,
So that's
yeah.
why I'm like that. Like if you threw back a picture of ours, the ITs would be ridiculous. You know what I mean? So it's like. It speaks for itself. You go back and saw the pictures, you know what I mean?
Right.
Photo shoots and all, even shots in clubs, you know what I mean? Everybody still keeping it coordinated. Ain't nobody shot with each other, and it's still looking real, you know what I mean? So that's all it is, son. The essence of it is there, even though we apart.
Represented the era, B, that ain't there no more, you know? It's a lot of cats out there doing what they do, you know, as far as music and shit, but we represented the era. Not so much style and all that, but it came with it, because that's what we naturally did. We naturally flossed, we naturally did our thing and whatnot. So, you know, we represented an era that you don't see no more, as far as, you know, just lyrics, fun, dressing, loving the hip hop for what hip hop is and whatnot, you know. And as you see, my dudes still represent the same situation and whatnot, you know. Bong, 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 bong.
Yeah, we the fun side of the street, man.
We look at hip hop as, you know, everybody try to put an age limit on everything, but it's what you are. It's what he is. And ain't nothing gonna change that no matter what. You know, it's our age, the number of our age might change, but the love for the hip hop never does. So, you know.
One place together. the same purpose.
Now Zhigge's coming through with the fucking new track, so step back.
Alright, real quick. He mentioned something about Mars 2112 and being picked. Just talk about Beasley real quick. And who was Beasley?
You know, Beasley, you know what I'm saying? God bless him. You know what I mean? That was Eric Beasley Cuzzo. You know what I mean? We met him. He was one of the promoters in Mars 2112. You know what I mean? And at that time in New York, it was a time where you had to be picked off the line. You had to have some juice. You had to be fly to get in the club.
But if you got in that motherfucker, B, that was the best motherfucking night of your fucking life. This nigga left me. This nigga left me. Enjoy yourself. Fuck y'all. If you got in that shit, it's the best night of your fucking life.
We got to the point where you had to have a badge. If you had the badge, you automatically got in every fucking week. And you had to have some juice that had a badge. And we got the badge, motherfucker. We got up in there on a regular. It was a badge with a picture fluorescent of fucking Beasley like this dancing. And that was the badge to get in the shit. And yo, we had a fucking ball up in there. My man, what was the white kid that DJ there? Oh shit. Yeah, that nigga was from over Germany or Germany or some shit.
That nigga Marco Polo left. That'd have been a good
But yeah, man.
It was like 30 years
We did that shit, man.
Yo, Beasley.
I'm in there with Al
He got me my
Bundy's son.
first job in movie production, yo. I never forget him for that, yo. Word Marcus, Eric Beasley, Alex Mofogan, you know what I mean? The White Greek. That was my dude, though.
Honestly,
God body at that,
like, keep it real.
crazy, but he knew what time
it was nobody going to
that was crazy
clubs
time.
from uptown at that point in time. We was the only cats really going. We bought that. I kid you not. If I listen to some of my niggas like Larry and shit, he'd be like, yo, y'all brought us to that club. You know what I mean? None of us was going to clubs uptown until y'all let us see what it was. Y'all let us see what kind of females was caught up.
And then don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? They was partying uptown, but they was going to the rooftop. They was going to the skate key, and we was going to Studio 54. You know what I mean? On hip hop night, Wednesday and shit like.
Mars,
and then they used to play a little bit of house music.
Steven 1199 called.
The college kids getting busy to house music. A couple of college kids getting busy to house music, and I just seen how they was dancing, and I was just like, damn, this. You know what I mean? They was taking that shit serious. Like it was like an African folk dance to jungle music, yo. That's how I felt, man. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, anyway. You know what I mean? And I really embraced that type of music. Like that was something that took me, you know, to another perspective in life. You know what I mean? As far as art.
You don't hear that no more.
As far as art.
That house music actually opened up hip hop dancing because it was, it was ill too. You know what I mean? It was just another form of dance that came through New York in the fucking late 80s, early 90s. And yo, man, we was fucking, we went from MKs every week to fucking the Sound Factory and downtown shit, dance in the house, and then come right back to motherfucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit, we just connected the whole shit. And maybe that's what helped make us fly, help make our moves flyer, because house was like a form of African dance. And we just infused all that shit and killed that shit.
Me and my nigga took African class. Me and my niggas. We took African dance for real. Show them how we do it, son. Stop it, nigga. You know we did that shit, son. We took African.
I guess the word is we fused hip hop and house, Harlem, Brooklyn, the connection, between us.
Fat Joe
and everything that you see coming up now, after us it was your Puff Daddies, or your P. Diddy's, and everybody, flossing, shining and everything, trying to look a certain way and make hip hop look shiny. I don't want to say shiny because that's their word, but make it look just
fashionable.
Get fashionable and everything.
But in a different way, like, you know what I'm saying? When we was doing it, there wasn't too many people that was doing it at that time. Like I remember, I'm not lying. You know what I mean? It was a small majority. You know what I mean? And now we see everybody doing it.
We gotta walk us slow like that.
And it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
We was wearing Willie Wayne's The bows and shit like that and guessing all that shit anyway. We was always wearing fly shit. And then we just went in from that to like really like Polo had the best shit pound for pound out at the time. By the time we got into the fucking, you know, 89, 90, 91, like Polo had the flyest shit, you know what I'm saying? But we ran through all types of fashion before we got to that stage. And we from Harlem, so Harlem niggas always, if you fucking look back, you can look back at tapes and look back at the old hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Pee Wee Kirkland and all these niggas have rubies on and diamonds and gold and minks in the fucking 70s, you know what I'm saying? So just Harlem always been about fashion, money,
Yves Saint
women,
Laurent, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So we're a product of Harlem and that fly shit, no matter what it was at the time. We was always a product of Harlem and being fly and being trendy and trendsetters. Period. Word up.
And let me say this, and I was building with Vice earlier about this, but you know, as far as, you know, us wanting to be fly and people saying, you know, why you putting so much emphasis on clothing? That's not a big deal. We have other things to worry about. But you know what? Like, I can take it to the simplest form of saying, you don't need to season your food to sustain life, right? You do that and season your food and eat the food that you eat because you enjoy it, not because it's gonna keep you alive. So we all do things that we enjoy. And if we choose to dress fly, that's what we do.
I just want
But
to
we
say,
are conscious.
it's truly fantastic to see so many beautiful brothers and sisters.